नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So we will read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, entitled Liberation, Chapter 10, The Pastimes of Lord Ramachandra, verse number 22, 9.10.22. Got it? Ramastamaha purushad purishayanna Kanta samaksham asatapaharta shvavatte Tyakta trapasya phalam madhya jugupitasya Yachhami kala iva kartur alangya virya Ramastama purushad purishayanna Kanta samaksham asatapaharta shvavatte Tyakta trapasya phalamadya jugupsistasya Yachhami kala iva karturalangya virya Ramastam mahapurushad purishayanna Kanta samaksham asatapaharta shvavatte Tyakta trapasya phalam adya jugupshitasya Yachhami kala iva karturalangya virya Ramastamaha purushad purishayanna Kanta samaksham asatapaharta swavate Tyakta trapasya phalamadya jugupsitasya Yachhami kala iva karturalangya virya Ramastamaha purushad purishayanna कांता समक्षमसता पारिताश्ववत्ते त्यक्त्वा तपस्य फलमाद्य जुगुप्सितस्य यच्छामि कालैव कर्तुरलङ्घ्य वीर्य रामस्तमा पुरुषाद पुरुषयन् कांता समक्षमसत्पारिताश्ववते त्यक्त्य तपस्य फलमाद्य जुगुप्सितस्य यच्छामि कालैव कर्तुरलङ्घ्य वीर्य। माता जी, रामस्तमाह पुरुषाद पुरुषयन् कांता समक्षमश्वाद पारिताशवते त्यक्त्वा तपस्य फलमाद्य जुगुप्सितस्य यच्छामि कालैव कर्तुरलङ्घ्य वीर्य। Rama, Lord Ramachandra, tam unto him Ravan, Aha said, Purusha Ada Purusha, you are the stool of the man-eaters, Rakshasas. Yat, because na my Kanta wife, asamaksham, helpless because of my absence, asata, by you, the most sinful, aprita, was kidnapped, swavat, like a dog who takes food from the kitchen in the absence of the proprietor. Te, of you, tyakta trapasya, because you are shameless. Phalam adya, I shall give you the result today. Jugupsitasya, of you, the most abominable. Yachami, I shall punish you. Kalaiva, like that. Artu, of you, who are the performer of all sinful activities. Alangya Virya, but I, being omnipotent, never fail in my attempt. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Lord Ramachandra said to Ravan, you are the most abominable of the man-eaters. Indeed, you are like their stool. You resemble a dog. For as a dog steals eatables from the kitchen in the absence of the householder, in my absence you kidnapped my wife Sita Devi. Therefore, as Yamraj punishes sinful men, I shall also punish you. You are most abominable, sinful and shameless. Today, therefore, I, whose attempt never fails, shall punish you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Nacha Daivat Parambalam. No one can surpass the strength of the transcendence. Ravan was so sinful and shameless that he did not know what the result would be of kidnapping Mother Sita, the pleasure potency of Ramachandra. This is the disqualification of the Rakshasas. Asatyam apratishtham te jagat ahur anishwaram. The Rakshasas are unaware the Supreme Lord is a ruler of the creation. They think that everything has come about by chance or accident and that there is no ruler, king, or controller. Therefore, the Rakshasas act independently as they like, going even so far as to kidnap the goddess of fortune. This policy of Ravana's is extremely dangerous for the materialist. Indeed, it brings ruin to the materialistic civilization. Nonetheless, because atheists are Rakshasas, they dare to do things that are most abominable, and thus they are punished without fail. Religion consists of the orders of the Supreme Lord, and one who carries out these orders is religious. One who fails to carry out the Lord's order is irreligious, and he is to be punished. So let me just read the translation of the next verse. Verse 23, translation. After thus rebuking Ravan, Lord Ramachandra fixed an arrow to his bow, aimed at Ravan, and released the arrow, which pierced Ravana's heart like a thunderbolt. Upon seeing this, Ravana's followers raised a tumultuous sound, crying, "Alas, alas, what has happened? What has happened?" As Ravana, vomiting blood from his 10 mouths, fell from his airplane, just as a pious man falls to earth from the heavenly planets when the results of his pious activities are exhausted. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षु उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने। नामस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So today is the auspicious day of Lord Ramachandra's victory over Ravan. Ramachandra Vijay Utsav. One of the basic foundational principle of this creation is that good cannot be overcome by evil. In the conflict between good and evil, good will always be victorious. In the conflict between truth and untruth, truth will always be victorious. In the conflict between light and darkness, light will always be victorious. In the conflict between reality and illusion, reality will always be victorious. In the conflict between dharma and adharma, dharma will always be victorious. That is the foundation on which the creation stays. So if we also follow the foundation, we also follow the principles, then we are in sync with the universe. And the various forces in the universe will help us to pursue our goals. If we break those principles, we go against the forces of the universe. And these forces will create an obstacle in our success, in pursuing our goals. For example, if you swim in the river in the direction of the current, you have to put less effort and you will move forward more and more. But if you go against the current, you have to put more effort and your growth, your moving forward will be slow. So the forces of the universe flow towards dharma. If I also, my character, my behavior, my habits, my principles, my goals, my efforts, my speech flows towards dharma, then I am flowing with the forces, I will get advantage. But if I am not following the principles, I am flowing against the forces, it will be disadvantage. So good is never overcome by evil. That's the truth, Satyam. Even movies are popular because they follow this principle. The most popular story of a Bollywood movie is there's a hero, there's a heroine, and there's a villain. And the villain kidnaps the heroine. And the hero, having less weapons, no help, goes, and the villain has more team and bigger automatic weapons. And hero may have one gun with unlimited bullets inside. And villain may have thousands of team members with automatic weapons, but they can't shoot at a target. And with one gun, he overpowers all the 1,000 team members, kills the villain, rescues the heroine, and the public claps. Why this is popular? Why everybody likes this story? Seemingly not logical. Because this story is copied from the original story of Ramayana, where Ravana is the villain, Mother Sita is the heroine, and Lord Ramachandra is the hero. Ravana kidnaps Mother Sita, and Lord Ram goes and rescues her by killing Ravan. And everybody is happy. Good cannot be overcome by evil. Imagine tomorrow a new movie comes wherein the villain kidnaps the heroine and at the end kills the hero and gets the heroine. It will be super flop. Nobody will like to see that. Nobody will pay for such a story. Why? Because it is against the principle of creation, that good has been overcome by evil. That's not acceptable. So, if we want to be victorious, we should follow good, we should follow Dharma, we should be truthful, we should be humble, tolerant, compassionate, forgiving, honest, clean, peaceful, austere, sense control, intelligent, follow the scriptures, then we will be successful. If somebody is dishonest, somebody is untruthful, speaks lies, somebody is following adharma, and he is successful, that is a misconception. That is illusion. For example, a thief, he breaks in a house at night and gets the money and comes out undetected. Is he successful? It seems yes. But actually no, because he will be punished when caught by police or when he visits Yamraj. So he is a failure. It appears to be success, but it is misconception. It is not success, it's illusion. That success is illusion. No parents tell their children, look, that thief, he is so successful, be like him. Any parents do that? There is difference between phal and safal. Phal means fruit, safal means success. So when a thief steals, he gets phal, he gets fruit of his effort. But he doesn't get safal, he doesn't get success. Success comes by following dharma. So Ravan, he didn't follow dharma. In a sannyasi dress, he went to beg alms from Mother Sita, and he did a plan beforehand to create the absence of Lord Ram and Lakshman through Maris, the golden deer. And innocent Mother Sita, when she came forward to give bhiksha to a sadhu, he dragged her, he caught her by hairs and kidnapped her and took her to his kingdom, Swarna Lanka. That is adharma. In a dress of a sadhu, if somebody tries to enjoy others' property or money or woman, that is pretender, vyabhichari, mithyachari, false behavior, false person, he is punished. Krishna doesn't like a pretender who may claim to be a pure person of good character, but inside he is something different. When inside is not equal to outside, that is pretense. When inside is equal to outside, that's honesty, that's integrity. So outside I may be claiming to be a renunciate, but inside I am looking forward to perform the activities of bhakti, to come in contact with sense objects, that is pretense, that is fraud, that is mithyachar, false behavior. Mithya means fall, achar means behavior. And Bhagavad-gita 3rd chapter, Krishna says, such a person is cast into hell. A sincere bhangi, sweeper in the street, is better than a mithyachari who wears a dress of a sadhu and does sense gratification by his performance of bhakti. So when Ravana did that out of lust, kidnapped Mother Sita, pulled her hair, that was offense. Touching a woman's body or hair or clothes for lusty activities is offense. When Dushasan touched the hair and sari of Mother Draupadi, at that time itself the result was fixed. That Duryodhan, Karna, Dushasan, Shakuni, and all the other members of the assembly, Bhishma, Dronacharya, who kept silent over this event, the result was fixed that they will be killed. Even Bhishma Pitama and Dronacharya, who did not touch Mother Draupadi's sari and hairs, but because they kept silent when they saw such an activity, they also got sinful reaction. So Lord Ramachandra, with the army of monkeys, Vanar Sena, he went to Lanka to rescue Mother Sita and punish Ravan. And there was a big war between the monkey army and Ravana's army. Now, if you compare both the armies, who had more manpower? Ravana. Who had more resources? Weapons and gold? Ravana. Who had more skilled officers? Ravana. They were soldiers who were trained in warfare. They were Rakshasas and commanders who had trained to fight. Monkeys were not trained to fight. Monkeys had no weapons. They only had their nails and hands, legs, stones and trees. And they had no money, no accommodations, no opulent food, just eating roots and trees, roots and fruits from the trees, leaves. So Ravana had more manpower, more skills, more resources, bigger strategy, all the positive things. So as per MBA, Ravana should win. But he got failed, he defeated, monkeys defeated him. If somebody equal defeats, it's okay. Monkeys defeated him to one who defeated Indra. That's because he was against Lord Rama. He was adharmi. So after Indrajit got killed, Ravana was very grief-stricken and agitated and angry. And he came out with his own army to fight Lord Ramachandra. And finally, when Lord Ram and Ravana came face to face, it was a very big fight. Even the demigods and the Rishi Munis and the celestial personalities and the soldiers of both the sides, they stopped their fighting just to see this fight. Where initially Raman was on his golden chariot shooting thousands and thousands of missiles and arrows and celestial weapons on the body of Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Ramchandra equally very fast with great speed shooting double arrows, and not only uh, neutralizing each of the missiles of Ravan, but piercing Ravana's limbs. It is said that Lord Ramchandra used to shoot arrows so fast that nobody can actually pinpoint when he is uh, picking up an arrow from his quiver, when he is keeping the arrow on his bow, when he is pulling the arrow behind on the string, and when he is shooting it. All the four things which are done in sequence, he used to do simultaneously. So nobody can say this is he is doing, because he will be doing everything so fast. That is called first Heisenberg uncertainty principle. You cannot point out that event. When Lord Ramchandra used to shoot arrows, you'll see a circle around his ears. Just like when a fan is running, you don't see blades, you see a circle because it's so fast. So his hand will go so fast, you will see a circle. So fast. He would kill around 1 lakh Rakshasas in 1 hour. So fast he would shoot arrows. So multiple times Ravan would send thousands of missiles and arrows and Rakshasi weapons on Lord Ramchandra. But every time Lord Ramchandra, whose arrow doesn't fail, would cut his missile, would cut his arrows, and would penetrate Ravana's body. Even Ravana was very powerful. He shot arrows which penetrated Lord Ramchandra's body, and blood would come out. Transcendental red blood would come out from Lord Ramchandra's forehead and arms and thighs and legs and torso, but he would not have pain. And Ravana's also blood would come out. And they kept fighting. And when the time was coming for Ravana to be killed, Lord Indra, he sent his chariot to Lord Ramchandra. And the chariot driver told Lord Ramchandra, Indra has sent me to assist you. All the demigods want you to kill Ravan now. Even Lord Brahma has said this message that now it's a time to kill Ravan. Today is the time. So please accept this chariot. This is Indra's chariot, which has all the divine celestial weapons and the bow of Indra and all the missiles and the Shakti of Surya, Chandra, Vayu, Varun, Agni is all present in these weapons. And Lord Ramchandra humbly accepted the chariot. He sat on it. The chariot would not step on the ground, was in the air, few inches above the ground. And Agastya Muni came and offered a prayer to Lord Ramchandra. That's prayer to Surya Dev, Aditya Hriday, the effulgence. Surya Dev is effulgence of Lord Narayan. He said, please offer this prayer that will heal all your wounds and give you, surcharge you with additional energy and enthusiasm to kill Ravan. So Lord Ramchandra does not require all this. But the demigods also wanted to help Lord Ramchandra. So he accepted their help. Without the help also he can kill, of course. But he accepted the service. So Ravana, when he saw Indra's chariot, he got more angry. He said, "This Indra is helping my enemy. Once I deal with Lord Ramchandra, I will attack Indraloka." That was his plan. And again the fight started between the two adversaries. And at one point, when Lord Ramachandra came face to Ravan, this is the verse he spoke. He said, "You are a dog." Bollywood movies borrow the dialogues from this verse. The hero also says the same thing to the villain. Kutte, you are a dog. He tells more things. I can't tell them. He says, "You are stool of the Rakshasas." Now, that's amazing. Huh? That Bollywood doesn't use. You are stool of the man-eaters. Just like a dog enters the kitchen of a house owner when he is absent and eats the food, you are like a dog who entered my house when I was absent and kidnapped my wife, Mother Sita. If I was present, I would have killed you that time. But you are coward. But I am most powerful. I am always successful. My arrow always hits the target. I am omnipotent. And you deserve to be punished. I will kill you. कुत्ते की मौत मारूंगा. I will kill you today. I will punish you. Lord Ramachandra shot many powerful arrows and cut the head of Ravan. 10 heads he had. And he cut all the 10 heads. But immediately new 10 heads will pop up. He had many spare heads. Again he cut his 10 heads. Again new 10 heads will pop up. Again he cut his 10 heads. Again new 10 heads will pop up. Hundreds of heads he cut. And Ravana started laughing. Lord Ramachandra played the pastime of getting bewildered. He said, I am cutting his head, but he is not getting killed. What should I do? Then Vibhishan approached Lord Ram and told him the secret of how Ravana can be killed. Vibhishan said, my dear Lord Ramachandra, Ravana has a boon from Lord Brahma that if his one head is cut, it will reappear. If his arms are cut, they will reappear. If his legs are cut, they will reappear. So Ravana cannot be killed by such means. This is because there is Amrit, celestial nectar, kept in the chamber of Ravana's heart. And because of that Amrit, his body, if it cut at any places or wounded at any places or diseased, because of the presence of nectar, gets immediately healed and replaced. Unless that nectar is dry, unless that nectar dries up, he cannot be killed. So, my dear Lord Ramachandra, Agastya Muni had given you one arrow. You use that arrow and pierce the heart of Ravan and dry up that Amrit by invoking Brahmastra, which is very hot, and praying to Surya. Then Ravana can be killed. This was very important information. Without this information, nobody can kill Ravan. So Lord Ramachandra took up Indra's golden bow, very powerful, very strong, heavy weight, and by chanting mantras, he invoked the weapon given by Agastya Muni, the arrow given by Agastya Muni. That arrow's point was made by the energy of sun god, a golden arrow. Surya's energy was there on the tip, and on the sides the energy of Vayu and Agni was there. It was more powerful than Indra's thunderbolt. And all the demigods have put their energy in that arrow. That arrow was meant to kill Ravan, and meant to be used only by Lord Ramachandra. So Agastya Muni's arrow, then he offered prayers to Surya Dev by chanting Aditya Hridayam. Then he chanted mantras to invoke Brahmastra in that arrow. And Lord Ramachandra shot that arrow at the heart of Ravan. That arrow went with lightning speed and pierced the heart of Ravan and came out from his back full with blood and entered the earth. And Ravana gave a huge cry, so loudly he screamed because he was having so much pain that many soldiers would have got heart attack. And he fell from his chariot and died. And that happened today. Sri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki. Good cannot be overcome by evil. Finally, Ravana was killed. Ravana was killed because of his lust, because of his greed, and because of his pride. After kidnapping Mother Sita and every day seeing the failure of his army and commanders, including the death of his brother Kumbhakaran and his sons headed by Indrajit and powerful Rakshasas and commanders, he should have understood that he will get defeated, and he could have gone and begged forgiveness from Lord Ramachandra and returned his wife, and he would have not been killed. But he was so proud that he didn't do that. He knew he will be killed, but he preferred to be killed, rather preferred to pay obeisances to Lord Ramachandra and beg forgiveness. That is pride. In fact, at one point of time when Ravana saw such a big army outside his palace, he got worried. Ravana, when he used to go on his terrace and he used to see all the three directions, he would see blue, green, gold. Blue ocean, very vast, then green forest, very vast, and gold city, very vast, his own gold city. Three colors he would see. After Lord Ramachandra's army arrived, he went to the terrace to see. He saw blue, brown, gold. He didn't see green. So he thought, what happened? Suddenly green. Where is green? He called his minister. Said, what happened? All the forest is not visible. He said, the monkeys are there. All brown, brown, brown. So many monkeys. He sent his minister, go. I want the count. How many monkeys are there? So in the evening, minister came with a blackboard and a chalk. And Ravana thought some entertainment going on. So minister started counting. 1, then one more 0, thus, one more 0. So Ravana said, hey, I already did arithmetic class. Why you are teaching me now? I told you to count the enemies. Did you do that? It is, yes, Maharaj. I counted it. I counted the monkeys. He said, what is the count? He said, to make you understand the count, I am telling you how to count. Because what you did in arithmetic class, this is more than that. How many monkeys were there? 10 raised to 70, 70. 1 followed by 70 zeros. There is no word in English language to tell what number is this. In Sanskrit, it's called 1 Maha Auga. That's the counting, 10 raised to 70. The highest number in mathematics where the number has a name is 10 raised to 17, 1 7. This is 10 raised to 70, 70. Ravana was surprised. Are there so many monkeys on earth planet? So he thought I should take somebody's help. And he thought Indra is weak. All the other Nagas are weak. Finally he thought of Bali Maharaj in Sutal Loka. And he went to Sutal Loka. It's a big story I am cutting short. Vamandev didn't allow him to enter inside because he is guarding Sutal Loka. Ravana tried to become invisible, but Vaman stopped him. Then he became a small insect and Ravana put his feet on him. But he didn't crush him, he allowed him. Ravana went inside, he saw Bali Maharaj sitting on the throne. And he greeted him, my dear Bali Maharaj, I am your great grandson. You are my great grandfather. So I come to seek your help. Bali Maharaj said, how did you come inside? Didn't Vamana stop you? He said, nobody can stop me. I am Ravana. I won the 3 worlds. Bali Maharaj saw in his CCTV. Said, no, I know he stopped you. He allowed you inside. He said, who is he to allow me? I am God. He said, you came to take my help, so I must be bigger God. He said, you are my great grandfather. Please help me. He said, today you remember me. I am your great grandfather since thousands of years. He said, look, there is a big army of monkeys outside my palace with 2 humans. I am not afraid of them. I can defeat even Indra's army. But you know, anything can happen in war. So in case there is a problem, I will give you a call. Will you come and send your army of Rakshasas? Bali Maharaj said, which army? He said, some monkeys and some Ishwaku once, 2 humans are there. He said, is it Ram and Lakshman? He said, yes, how do you know? He said, look, I am your great grandfather, I know everything. He said, Bali Maharaj said, look, what I have heard, there is 10 raised to 70 monkeys. And just 1 monkey, Hanuman, came and burnt your Lanka. Is that true? He said, yes. He said, another monkey, Angad, came and nobody can move his toe. Is that true? He said, yes. He said, another monkey, Sugriv, came and he spit on your face. Is that true? He said, yes. So now there are 10 raised to 70. Still you want to fight? If 1 monkey can do so much, 10 raised to 70, how much they will do? Still you want to fight? He said, no, I want to fight. Please help me. He said, the best help I can do is give you a nice advice. He said, what is the advice? He said, surrender to Ram and give Sita back. He said, impossible, I will not surrender. So Bali Maharaj said, look, my dear great grandson, first time you are coming to me, I want to give you a gift. We will talk politics later. I said, okay. So he took him outside the palace. There was a big ground and there was a big mountain full of gold and pearls and diamonds. It was 70 miles in circumference and 100 miles in height. Ravana used to love gold. Said, wow, such a big golden mountain and so many big, big diamonds. Ravana could see his whole body as a mirror in that diamond. He thought, even if I get one diamond, my life will be good. He has such a big mountain. So Bali Maharaj said, I want to give this full mountain as gift to you. Ravana was surprised. He said, one diamond or full mountain? He said, full mountain with all the lakhs of diamonds. Ravana thought, oh, if I get this gift, I don't have to go back to Lanka. Problem solved. I'll go and make on my new city, new Lanka. So Bali Maharaj said, I'll give you with the condition that you'll have to lift the mountain. He said, I have lifted Kailash Parvat. What is the big deal? He said, go ahead. He went, he tried a lot, but he couldn't even move the mountain. Finally got frustrated. He said, impossible. Nobody can lift this mountain. Bali Maharaj said, let's take a walk around the mountain. So they took a walk. He saw the geometry, the shape of the mountain. He said, what does this mountain look like? Ramana said, it looks like a big earring. Earring. Big earring. Bali Maharaj said, correct. This is Hiranyakashipu's earring. When Hiranyakashipu was fighting with Narsingadev, during the fight, Hiranyakashipu's earring fell down in Sutal Loka. My dear Ravan, in previous life you were Hiranyakashipu. And your strength has reduced so much that you can't lift your own earring. And in previous life, Narsingadev killed you. He is Lord Ram. And his strength has not reduced. Now you tell me, do you want to fight? Any sane man, he will not go ahead. But pride destroys intelligence. Ravana still went ahead and fought. So lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, these are dirty things in our heart. They will not allow us to go ahead in the noble aim of life, which is Krishna consciousness. So Ramachandra Vijay Utsav today is a day that we become determined to kill the Ravan inside our heart, mini Ravan. Ravana's job is to take Lakshmi Devi away from Narayan. And that should not be our job. We should not separate Lakshmi from Narayan. Don't be Ravan. You may think, why I am saying this? Nobody is Ravan here. But today, so you see, Lakshmi is in your pocket and Narayan is on the altar. We have separated. So empty your pockets and give to RadhaRasbihari. That's the job of Hanuman, to unite Sita and Ram. Should not do job of Ravan to separate Rasbihari from his Lakshmi in our bank account. All the objects which we think we are proprietor and enjoyer, actually we are not proprietor and enjoyer. Krishna is the proprietor and enjoyer. So we should give everything to Krishna. If we try to take it for ourselves, that is lust. That is job of Ravan. That is evil. Vasudevam sarvam iti. Vasudev is everywhere, all pervading, cause of all causes, proprietor and enjoyer of everything. We are Prakriti. He is our proprietor. He is supposed to enjoy us. But if we instead of giving him enjoyment, we try to enjoy, that's illusion. So we surrender everything to Krishna, including ourselves, and purify our heart by this process of Krishna consciousness. In Kali Yuga, the arrow of Lord Ramachandra, Ram Ban, is Harinam, is the holy name of Lord Ram and Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this Harinam, when it enters and pierces our heart, when we chant, the holy name goes from our lips to our ears. From the ears of the whole of the ears, the holy name goes to the heart. And in the heart, the soul is present. The soul comes in contact with the holy name, and the soul gets enlightened that yes, I am servant of Lord Krishna. This is called self-realization, Atma Sakshatkar. And this is possible only when the holy name enters our heart. And the only way holy name can enter our heart is through our ears. So when we chant, we should be attentive. We should chant loudly enough to hear ourselves, clearly enough to hear each name of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, distinctly enough to hear the each syllable without offenses. Then our heart is cleaned and the soul gets enlightened and enlivened and awakened to our constitutional position that yes, I am servant of Krishna. So we should practice this chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to become Vijay, to become victorious over our anarthas, to become victorious over the mind, illusory desires of sense enjoyment, and again situated purely on the lotus feet of Radharasbihari. We'll end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Hare Krishna. If there are any comments or questions, you may please ask. Gunadayamay Prabhu. पीछे
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। मुझे एक जिज्ञासा थी, जैसे आप बताया कि जितने संसार में वीडियो या मूवी बनती है तो कॉपी करते हैं, इससे रामायण से कॉपी करके वो फिल्म बनाते हैं ऐसा। तो उन लोग को ये पता है कि रामायण में ऐसा लीला हुआ है? अगर पता होता तो फिर वो धार्मिक बन जाते, फिर अधर्म में छोड़ देते रास्ता।
आपका प्रश्न है कि मूवीज वालों को क्या पता है रामायण के बारे में?
हाँ,
भारत में तो काफ़ी लोगों को पता है रामायण के बारे में, भारत के बाहर भी पता है, लेकिन सिर्फ पता होना काफ़ी नहीं है, भक्तों का संग भी करना होता है। नहीं तो एज अ स्टोरी पता है और ये भी उनको मन में लगता है कि पता नहीं ये स्टोरी सच है क्या नहीं, उसको मैथोलॉजी कहते हैं ये लोग, फॉल्स स्टोरी, झूठी कहानी। तो वो इस पे विश्वास नहीं करते, पता है लेकिन विश्वास नहीं करते, तो उसका फल बहुत कम होता है। विश्वास किया और पालन किया तो फल ज़्यादा होता है। मूवी का जो भी पॉपुलर स्टोरीज़ है वो सिर्फ शास्त्रों से आया है। दो भाई का झगड़ा होता है, एक पुलिस एक क्रिमिनल होता है, वो आता है महाभारत, अर्जुन और दुर्योधन का। फिर भाई को पता नहीं चलता है, मैं कंफ्यूज हो जाता है, इसको अरेस्ट करूँ या नहीं करूँ, इसको गोली मारूँ या नहीं मारूँ। वो अर्जुन को द्वंद्व हो गया था ना, कन्फ्यूजन हो गया था, दुर्योधन पे तीर मारूँ क्या नहीं मारूँ, राइट। गरीब हीरो, अमीर हीरोइन, पिता विलेन, वो शिव जी और दक्ष प्रजापति का स्टोरी है। सती माता दक्ष प्रजापति की बेटी है, सुंदर है और अमीर है, शिव जी दिखने में गरीब है और दक्ष प्रजापति विलेन हो गया, उसको शादी के लिए अलाउ नहीं करता है, राइट। और जो स्पाई मूवीज होते हैं वो सीमंतक मणि के हैं कि हीरा चोरी हो गया, अभी उसको ढूंढने लगे, पता नहीं कितना बड़ा मिशन इम्पॉसिबल हो गया सीमंतक मणि को ढूंढने में। तो ये सब स्टोरीज शास्त्रों से आते हैं, इसके लिए पॉपुलर है, इसके लिए सफल है। किसी को भी एक पॉपुलर सक्सेसफुल मूवी बनाना है तो शास्त्रों का कोई भी कहानी उठा के बना लो, सक्सेस हो जाएगा, क्योंकि ये हजारों सालों से लोग पढ़ रहे हैं, वो सत्य है। मूवी में सत्य नहीं हो तो वो सक्सेस नहीं होता है। ठीक है,
धन्यवाद प्रभु। हरे कृष्ण।
जानुदीप निताय प्रभु।
Thank you, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण।
Comment, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
So, Dasara Vijayadashami, popularly known as outside, they say that battle between good and bad, good over evil. But people generally they are confused whether I am good or bad. So that's why there is a constant battle going in the heart between good and bad. Now, question, Prabhuji, that bad gives very, it is very prominent in the society. Results also very quick in bad means. So people easily they tend to take it a bad means, try to become a bad man. But good in one way, it gives long, very lengthy process, and it is not so much attractive. So that's why people they are going for bad means quickly. So what is how we can promote goodness in the world more prominently, giving easy results to the people in general?
So in Bhagavad-gita, Krishna mentions that mode of goodness is poison in the beginning and nectar at the end. And mode of passion is nectar in the beginning and poison at the end. And mode of ignorance is all the sides poison, no nectar. So we should explain to people that if you don't follow dharma, you may get initial joy and happiness, a fast result, but later on you will suffer. And there are enough examples of that, that people got initial result and they suffered later. But in mode of goodness, initially there may be austerity, but later on you enjoy. Shreyas and prayers, long term and short term. So we should increase the mode of goodness to those whom we want to explain. And very easy way to increase their mode of goodness is to bring them to temple, make them hear kirtan, read scriptures, honor prasadam, make friends with devotees who are in mode of goodness or above. So when people see this life is also possible in mode of goodness, they will definitely prefer it. For example, somebody goes to movies and he comes out, he gets tired, he has a headache. Somebody goes to Juhu beach or waterfall or greenery or river or ocean, he gets fresh, he gets increased energy. So when you go to movies, you discharge your energy. When you go to natural places like ocean, you charge your energy. This anybody can experience. So when we come in contact with man-made objects and gadgets, we discharge our energy. When we contact with nature or God-made objects, we charge our energy. When you come out of a movie and your friend says, I have one more ticket, come with me again. Nobody will go. You say, nahi, already I have sar dard. Already I have a headache. I can't watch this movie again. But when you come out of Juhu beach and your friend says, let's go again, a nice sunset we will watch, you will be happy to go if you have time, because you have charged yourself, you have become fresh to do more activity. Right? Everybody has this experience. Man-made object discharges and God-made object charges. So if you come to RadhaRasbihari who made those objects, you will get supercharged, because this is powerhouse. So we should explain to people, come in contact with Krishna, you will get supercharged. That is real mode of goodness, and life is much better. We should increase mode of goodness by giving opportunity to everybody to connect to Krishna.
Thank
Okay.
you, Bruce. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we will end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So today we have 17th Tirobha Utsav of Shripad Maharaj. So I request the devotees to please assemble in Brahmachari Prasadam Hall. Hare Krishna.